Hello there, YouTube. This is a late evening session. I'm trying, actually with kind permission from my wife, I'm trying to smoke inside in the kitchen. So please excuse me for the noise out there in the street. Anyways. First things first, housekeeping. Today's smoke is my Dwarf Cobbit pipe by Missouri Meerschaum. A gift from my friend who was generous enough to buy a gift set of Cobbits, the Shire, the Wizard, and the Dwarf, because these are the characters that we play in the D&D campaign currently running. A dwarf, he plays an elf, and another guy plays hobbit, so the Shire pipe is for him. So Ivan, if you're seeing this, thanks man, great pipe. It is a breeze to smoke, the draw is very good, but I had problem cleaning this pipe because it was drilled a little sloppy, so I cleaned it with a pipe cleaner and all the fibers were left inside, so I tried to clean it. In the end I ended up just taking a metal rod of corresponding diameter, heating it over here and ramming it in to burn everything out. Seems to be smoking fine now. Smoking some Peterson Wild Atlantic, which is supposed to be Virginia, Orientals, and LotR. Sure, fine. Do all the road work you need while I'm filming. Anyways, I've never smoked LotR before, and I'm not sure I like it that much. But I'll try, give it the benefit of a doubt. I'll try to smoke it. So far so good. One thing I can say for sure, it smokes very good. Possibly because it came very, very dry, probably. I think this pouch was probably resting somewhere in the warehouse or in the store for a couple of years. Because it was just gunpowder dry when I received it, so I remoisturized it somewhat. Anyways, this video was not really meant to be just a thank you and pipe mentioning. Do I hear gurgling? Never mind. What I wanted to speak were the Churchwarden pipes in general, because for some reason they seem to be getting a bad rep, really. With all the pipe variants present nowadays, these are the pipes I feel people get some uneasy feelings about. For me, it all started with a thread on the I think it was smokingpipes.com forum, where a guy was legitimately asking, what do you people think about smoking churchwardens in public? And I was like, what do you mean? The tone of the question was as if, I don't know, he was asking if he could, jerk off in public. Will it be wrong? Sorry. So let me get the technical details out of the way first. Yes, churchwardens are different from your regular sized pipes. You can have certain difficulties. They can be difficult to transport, they can be more difficult to clean. The mouthpiece or the shank can break. Yes. You need different pipe cleaners. Yes, but does it really matter? You cannot lunt with a churchwarden. I agree. But as a sit down and relax pipe, why not? It's even more relaxing, if you ask me. By the way, if we take, full-size churchwardens like this, my 7L here, yes, it is long, a lot of space for breakage, and just bending, etc. Okay, cumbersome, I agree. But this, sort of a semi-churchwarden, I carried it with me in the park, in my vest pocket, no problem. You can even clench it, no problem at all. So the technicalities are there, but they're not the problem I want to talk about. The problem people seem to have with churchwardens is the public opinion. What got me going was not only the question the guy posted on the forum, but the answers he got. There were no just direct attacks against his idea. Many people were saying that it's not my cup of tea. Sure, fine. But the arguments they proposed got me thinking, really. Because they were all speaking about, oh, these are too fancy for me. These look like movie props. These are for Lord of the Rings fans. I haven't seen a single response about the technicalities. Oh, I broke the mouthpiece. Oh, it didn't smoke like I intended. I had trouble carrying it. It seems like people didn't even want to start and try churchwardens. And that got me thinking. And I think it all comes down to the Lord of the Rings films in the end. The Lord of the Rings films exploded the churchwarden popularity because all the lead characters all the lead male characters, excluding Legolas, who is not technically a male character, are pipe smokers, and the majority of them smoke churchwardens, apart from Aragorn, who ironically is smoking a long stemmed pipe in the book. But I digress. So the popularity of churchwarden exploded. Big companies jumped on the bandwagon, made Lord of the Rings pipes Vaughan was the first, and their official Lord of the Rings pipes are now ridiculously expensive. In the end, they switched labels and are now producing on-land pipes in the Lord of the Rings style. So everyone should be happy about that, because the companies got their money. There was a spike of interest from the general public, but at the same time, as far as I understand, it gave a certain number of purists, let's call them that, got a reason to dismiss an old, really old pipe variant as a prop for casual people who are not interested in the hobby, who are just interested in Lord of the Rings. Of course, this cannot be further from the truth. Sure, a huge number of pipes was purchased just as decoration pieces sitting on the shelf, but what we must remember is casual interest is what brings a person into the hobby. In the end, let's say we have 100 guys. 100 guys buy Churchwarden pipes after seeing Lord of the Rings. They're giving money to the makers or to the companies that produce pipes. Let's say one of these 100 guys is legitimately interested. He buys a second pipe, a third pipe, and becomes a member of the community. That's great. One of the 100. That's not a bad result for us. And after seeing, if I was a guy just starting wanting to buy my first pipe, because this 7L was actually one of the first pipes I bought, because I wanted a Churchwarden. If I went to the forum and got this sort of cold reception, it's not my cup of tea, but you can try this regardless. But oh, that's just a movie prop. If I was a young guy, I would be greatly discouraged, I think. So it all boils down to attitude towards the others. It just reinforced for me, it just reinforced an old rule that I set up for myself, and God my witness, I try to adhere to this rule. When you're posting someone to the guy you do not know on the internet, or you're speaking to the guy directly, before each and every statement you make, I try just for a brief moment to stop and ask myself, am I in the slightest bit being an asshole saying this? And if I get a feeling that I am indeed being an asshole, I try to make amends. I try to change what I'm saying, to change the wording, or just to drop what I'm saying altogether. So if we all try to be more encouraging, probably our hobby will be a bigger and happier place right now. Or we can just choose it to be a club for elitist assholes. It's all up to us in the end. Thanks very much for dropping by. We'll see how this kitchen will turn up in the morning. Will it smell of wild Atlantic? If it does, oh crap. If it doesn't, maybe I'll be back with more videos from this kitchen. Otherwise, I'll just try to find another solution. Until then, happy puffing. Hope to see you soon. See you guys. Good night.